Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? You got a little beard going on. I'm liking it. What was it about Mae Young?
Her ass. The meat is really good too.
Yeah, there's a lot of meat in here.
Ah!
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, brother Isiah, Kassidy, whatever you want to call me. I'm here with the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Where we at right now?
We in Philadelphia, man.
We in Philadelphia.
The city of brotherly love.
The city of brotherly love. And what we got in our hands? Tell them what we got in our hands.
Well, we got a cheesesteak,
Okay.
and I'm a little concerned because are those peppers or is that lettuce?
Those lettuce and peppers. You got lettuce and
I
peppers.
never had a cheesesteak with lettuce on it.
Really?
Never.
Really? I think that's a funny
Onions,
thing.
peppers, whiz.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely got whiz in there. They got some whiz in there.
All right.
Cheers. What are you thinking?
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Which company?
I'm not sure. I just saw the first thing I saw, a type of Philly cheesesteak on Uber Eats. Had a 4.9 rating. I said, say no more.
Say no more.
Say no more.
4.9?
4.9. Say no more.
The bread is perfect.
Yeah.
The meat is really good too.
Yeah, it's a lot of meat in here.
I wish it had no lettuce and
Okay.
more peppers. I love peppers and onions.
You love pepper? I'm not really a peppers and onions guy. It's the texture for me. You know, the texture for me just doesn't sit right with me. You know what I mean? So, the world's strongest man, right? What's the highest amount of pounds that you benched?
Bench 601
Damn.
and but the bench was the worst thing that I did.
Okay.
I was every time I competed in the world championships, I came in dead last in the bench. 601 I did in training. I did 581 in competition, dead last.
That's dead last, bro.
Out of 31 competitors, I came in dead last.
And those people was doing it. That's crazy. All right, what about squat? I know you like doing squats.
I came in first in the squat.
Okay. How much you squatting?
I squatted 1,000 3 times. And the most I did in competition was 981.
You squatted 1,000 pounds, bro?
Yeah.
1,000 pounds you squatted. Nah, that's crazy.
When you say it like that, it sounds funny.
Yeah, cause it's crazy. 1,000 pounds. That's 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
How many reps? Just one?
Just one. That's all you need.
Damn.
I did a front squat
Yeah.
with 832. This is the most probably ever attempted.
Nah, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. Let's talk about the Attiutde Era. You was big in the Attiutde Era. What they used to call you, sexual chocolate. How did that name, become a thing?
Sexual chocolate was a byproduct of me watching Coming to America
Okay.
and watching Randy Watson and his group, Sexual Chocolate, and me wanting to be funny, me wanting to clown, me wanting to have a good time. And when I proposed it, they said no.
Okay.
I said, you got to see it. So I showed it to him, and I came in the back, and he was like, all right, that's pretty
What'd you
good.
show?
Vince.
Okay.
Because he wanted me to be serious. He wanted me to be an ass kicker. He didn't want me to do comedy. And that ended up being one of the funniest things in the history of pro wrestling.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Definitely in the Attitude Era, it gave the Attitude Era levity. Because there was so much serious. And so many stars that was, the one finish and done. And I was entertaining.
Do you feel like back in the days was more about the entertaining aspect than the wrestling aspect?
No, back in the day it was a perfect balance. And I think now we can learn a lot from back then because you had balance. There's too many people that's... Oh yeah, tighten me up, make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
Don't want to look clownish. as we talk about sexual chocolate. Better balance back then. You know, now, today, can learn a lot from the Attitude Era as far as having some comedy, having some tags, having some women's matches, having matches that were more grappling matches, having a fight, like a all-out brawl type of match. You give the fans more options, the more people are entertained. If you only give 3 high-flying matches and 1 serious, championship match, then you tend to cater to one audience. And I want wrestling to, cater to everybody.
For sure. So like back in the days when you were sexual chocolate, like what was it about Mae Young that like turned you on?
Her ass.
What the
I'm joking. I told you I was a clown.
Oh, I see.
Mae Young was probably the toughest woman I ever met in wrestling.
Oh yeah, she was taking table bumps and all that stuff.
Bro, she told me stuff that happened when she was young.
Yeah.
Most women wouldn't have been able to handle it. She went through like the hazing, the verbal abuse, the torture, people being disrespectful, and she was able to keep going and turn that thing on his head and become more successful and have a longevity that none of those people that she wrestled with could dream of. So she was really, really special, man. Would tell me not to take so much, take advice from everybody. She said, like, you know who you are. She said, you take advice from people too easy. And I had to look in the mirror and go, what she mean by that? People would tell me stuff because they wanted me to help them get over, not because it was gonna be beneficial to me. And, man, I appreciate her every day for teaching me that, because I learned to work for both people in the match, or all people in the match. And that was her.
To elaborate more on that question, is it good to take advice from everybody, even though they have a higher stature or they have more knowledge than you? Is it good to take advice from everybody?
No.
Everybody and anybody, I should say.
You can take the advice.
Yeah.
But you can't implement the advice from everybody. Everybody don't have your best interest at heart, one. Just because you've been around a long time don't mean you know shit. And what does your boss want? You don't want to have a situation where somebody is, oh yeah, see, I told you, man, my head is...
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, my head is,
God damn, I gotta get hold up.
utterly ridiculous.
You look great though.
Well, that's genetics. When you take that advice, it's going to affect you, not them. The stuff that worked for Matt and Jeff might not necessarily work for you.
You're right.
And there's a lot of stuff that they did and the work ethic that they put in that's going to translate. When I first came here, you remember the first thing I said to you?
No.
Damn kids. This is ridiculous. I said, why you always screaming like that?
Okay.
Remember that?
I think I do remember that. Yeah.
And I was joking because it was different. I was acknowledging the fact that you were different.
I ain't even peeped that, bro.
And I wanted you to keep doing it.
Thanks.
You do stuff different, it's gonna get you noticed. And people said, like I mean, my son is a big wrestling fan. He talked to you before.
Shout out Jacob.
Jacob was like, Dad, you hear how high he screeched? It's like somebody hit him in his balls. And I was like, man, when you get the little kids like thinking and making comments, you don't realize that there's hundreds of thousands of kids that are doing the same thing you do every week.
That's true.
How heavy is that? Think
That's
about
true.
that.
That's true. So, who was one of your favorite opponents wrestling? I know we talked about that, but I want you to share it with the audience.
Rey Mysterio, man.
It's a GOAT. Legend.
So much fun, so easy. The story of big and small, fast and slow, good and evil. We had all the bases covered. And no matter where we went, we got identical the same reaction. But man, we did stuff that people copy today, and I think that's awesome.
Of course. Do you take that as a compliment or?
I do.
Okay. So like
I
people
don't
taking your
find
style.
no offense to it at all.
Okay.
I mean, there's a couple of people that have used my finish as a high spot, which I look at and go, why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Like for real, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I mean, if you're gonna do it, give it to somebody, sell something, let them roll out of the ring to the floor, and you try to cover them, but you can't cover them. Oh man, I missed my opportunity. Should have beat him with it.
I try to tell them that all the time. Like, why would you even do that right there? You know?
See what he
Shit
said?
pisses me off,
What he said?
For real, that shit piss me off.
Man, people can't live with them, can't kill them.
How you liking the sandwich? You about to be finished with one half.
It's good.
It's good, right? Let me ask you this though. What's the 3 main dishes that we need at Thanksgiving?
Oh man,
I need 3. Not 4, not 5. I need 3.
turkey and dressing. They go
What
together.
kind of dressing though? What kind of dressing?
Cornbread dressing.
Oh, I never had that before.
What?
I never had that before.
I ain't talking about that bread, stovetop stuff.
Nah. We don't do
I'm
stovetop.
talking about cornbread dressing.
You might just
Yeah.
change the game. You might just change my whole
Yeah.
world.
People that listen to this, they know what I'm talking about.
Y'all heard of cornbread dressing? Cause I never heard of cornbread dressing.
Put it in the feeds. Cornbread dressing.
You just
and
rock my world.
greens. I love
Collard
collard
greens?
Gotta have me some collard greens.
Gotta have the collard greens. Well, but with the collard greens, do you have meat in it or just the collard greens? Cause some people
No,
put
yeah,
pork in it.
ham hocks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some people put
Ham
pork in it and all that
hocks.
good stuff.
Smoked ham hocks. You gotta fry bacon in the bottom of the pan before you put the greens in.
Bacon?
Bacon,
Nah, you onto something.
garlic, minced garlic, green pepper, onion, and your seasoning. 2 cups of stock, like chicken stock, and then get it to a boil.
Yeah.
To where you start to see the evaporation, then you put the greens on top.
Nah, you just changed the whole game.
Put the ham hocks in there. Put 2 more.
You just changed the whole game.
No,
You just changed the whole game.
that's the way old school Southern people do it.
That's crazy. I'm about to do that.
I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write the
Please.
recipe. People put a lot of water in the greens. The greens got water in them.
Yeah,
They're gonna
they
cook
do.
down and release that liquid. You got that good hot liquor. You can get a bowl of that juice
Yep.
and just put a piece of cornbread in it.
Shit made me wet just now.
Wow. Okay.
Shit just got me wet for real.
But the number one thing that you gotta have that spiral ham that's already pre-cut.
With the pineapple in the middle.
Yeah. And then you can, you know how to make a glaze?
I don't know how to. Please tell me.
So you get orange juice.
Orange juice.
Get a cup.
That's that southern shit for real.
Get a cup of orange juice, brown sugar, cinnamon, clove, and allspice, and you mix it. Then you take a half a cup of white sugar, and you mix it.
Nah,
And
that
it's
shit
gonna
sounds
start
good.
to get thick. And the whole people with big heads and big brains.
Yeah, you got a big brain. That's all. You don't got a big head. You got a big brain.
Yeah, man.
Yo, if you clown me for putting on his do-rag wrong, don't clown me. He already said he got a big brain, bro. It's not my fault.
It's the head.
It's the head. It's not my fault, y'all, for real.
Cooking is my thing, man. That's why I'm, robust. And
Yeah, you brolic for real.
thick like that.
Yeah, you thick.
Yeah.
The women like you thick, right?
They like the women like it thick.
Facts. Yo, I got a song for you, right? I want to know your thoughts about this song. It's a really iconic song.
You gonna play my theme music?
No, I'm not. This is a crazy song right here.
It's live.
What was your first reaction when you heard this?
Well, first I heard the track and I'm listening to it, and then I called Juicy J,
Juicy J, okay.
and we talked about my childhood and how I got raised and where I came from. And then next I heard, probably about a month later, he said, "Hey man, I'm gonna send you the hook."
Yeah.
And without hearing the lyrics, I was like driving in my car, freestyling to it, making up my own lyrics.
Yo, this song is hard, bro. Like, this is one of the hardest songs that was ever made.
Ever made in wrestling.
Beat him up, break his neck. Beat him up, break his neck. Beat him up, break his neck. Oh my God, bro.
Watch that.
Scared of a man.
The root of all evil, the weak fear me. Ooh, pick you up, man. Shit. That thing gonna bring me out of retirement. Turn that off.
Yeah, come back.
That gonna make me hurt myself.
Yeah, come back. Come back to wrestling.
I'm not who I used to be. I've become Master Splinter. I've become Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, okay. So you just want to teach.
Once you feel the joy of teaching, it takes the place of the joy of competition. I feel more accomplished as a teacher seeing one of the people that I work with succeed than I would me going out and wrestling and being 70% of what I used to be.
That's fair. That's fair.
Man, if I go out there and I watch a match and I don't look like I used to look, I'm gonna feel like I'm diminishing my career. I left the game while I was still good, and people didn't look at my work and go, he used to be really good. Like, you don't never want that. And I didn't want that.
I remember when you did that fake out retirement, that shit pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit pissed me the fuck off.
Join the club.
That shit. But your daughter and you had you cry and you was crying like, bro, what's up? Like, why would you do that, bro?
Listen, man, I'm a performer.
Hey, that was great. You should have got an Oscar for that.
I thought I should too.
Yeah.
I was pissed that, I never got recognized.
I recognized it. A lot of people recognize it, actually.
And people don't realize that for a year, I told everybody that I was retiring. You talk about commitment. People that I know in wrestling, like friends, I told them I'm done.
But in the back of your mind, you knew you wasn't done.
Yes.
Wow. That's commitment right there.
It was hard, because just like Paul White said, he said, man, I was on my couch with my wife and I was crying. I'm losing a brother in the game. And then you went and did that shit. Like, people were calling me and I wondered, like, how the hell people get my phone number?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan called me. That might have been the best piece of work I ever saw. And I'm like, Hulk Hogan get my phone number.
Yeah, well, Hulk Hogan got your phone number.
Yeah, that was a trip. Like, that's when you reach the level. Man, I had Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
Yeah, who I know.
Price is Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Marlon Wayans. Like,
you know Marlon Wayans?
Very well.
Can you tell him to put me one of his movies? I would love to be one of his movies.
Did you see the one I was in?
Yes. Which one was it? Was
Haunted
it
House?
Haunted House? Was
Haunted
it? Yeah. How was it like being with Marlon Wayans? Because he's on another level of funny.
Bro, he's one of the most under-recognized physical comedians in the world.
Yeah.
And he's starting to get older now, so I know it's hard to do all that falling on the ground and stuff, because I've done it, and he's just very, very good at it, man. Like the characters that he play, and he's just a really, really smart guy too.
Yeah. Like,
you could talk to him about anything. Peter Rosenberg, and when I won the world title, certain things I did, like the stuff with Go Back to the Nation and Mae Young, I shared those moments with other people. That moment, that was all me.
Oh yeah.
And when you write 30 minutes of verbiage and it all worked, and I didn't get to use all this stuff because I realized my time was running down. It was just great execution and planning, and to be able to say that I had a moment where I joined the greatest of all time and to be put in that conversation was pretty awesome.
You consider that one like your best moment of your career?
I think it was the most shining moment for everybody, but for me, winning the world titles and my introduction to the nation and the interactions I had with Mae Young and with China and D-Lo, like those things that I just you know, I'll never forget. Now I put him up there with anybody's career.
So listen, we about to wrap it up. I know you gotta go. We gotta go. We got a show today. AEW in
Gotta
Philadelphia.
get that work.
You gotta get that work. Hey, I got a trios championship match. You got any advice for me? I'm with the Hardy Boys. You know the Hardy Boys for a while. We facing the Young Bucks and Hangman Page.
We know who the Hardys are.
We know who the Hardys are.
We know what they bring to the table.
Yes, sir.
How are you gonna be remembered forever in that match tonight? How are you gonna be remembered? What are they gonna say about Brother J?
Brother Z. Brother Z.
That's what I said.
Oh, you said Brother J.
I said J?
You said J.
Are you sure?
I'm positive you said.
Where's the red? Where's the yellow flag? Okay. How are you gonna be remembered? And you don't have to tell me. I want you to think about it.
Yeah.
Because the judgment will come after the match and not a minute before. Because in the moment, people are in the moment. But when it's over, they should go, Zay did his thing tonight.
Yeah.
And if you don't go out there with that in your mind, it's not gonna happen. Because it never happens by accident.
Facts.
Do you?
Say no more. That's all I needed.
Go out there and get it, man.
Say no more. Look, before we leave, I know you say you're the world's strongest man. I'm kind of strong too. I don't know if I got a sweat on, so can we arm wrestle?
Yeah.
Let's go. Ready?
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Go. All right, stop, man. Stop it. I'm not gonna let you.
I got it. You got it. God damn, bro. Alright, y'all.
You're the only person I ever arm wrestled.
Really? And I almost won too. That's crazy. Listen. Shout out to Mark Henry.
Man, it's hot, man.
That's crazy. That's
Look how handsome I am without that.
You are pretty handsome. That's why they call you sexual chocolate. I liking the head. You got a little beard going on. I liking it. What?
Don't touch my beard.
No, that was an accident. I don't want to.
Don't close it down. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hit you for free. I'm just saying, go ahead and close it down.
Like, turn it off?
Yeah. No, let's finish it. Close it out.
Oh.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Alright, yo, peace. I'm gonna catch y'all later.
If this is the last time y'all see him, you know what happened.
Yeah, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Catch y'all later. Peace.